Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Kimbo here, and it's time for an epic fucking discussion video, man. So, we're gonna be talking about the balance of Beyblade X, man. It's wild to think, man. It's honestly wild, man. This is honestly my opinion. You know, truth be told, I got inspiration by Kimbo to make this video, man. Absolutely fucking sick and absolutely dope. For real, man. But, yeah, guys. But anyways, guys, so gonna be talking about things with Beyblade X, the whole meta and stuff, how I think about it. And, yeah, truth be told, this is gonna be my opinion on it. So, yeah, guys. But anyways, guys, so we're gonna start off things with going and literally just looking how Beyblade was over time, you know, how they kept the balance and stuff with it. So Plastic Gen, I wasn't really a fan of Plastic Gen. You know, I didn't start Beyblade until Beyblade Burst, so it's obviously obvious, but Plastic Gen, I don't really know too much about the balance with it. Of course, it's just plastic, just keeping them like the weight leveled, I guess. I guess Plastic Gen was balanced because it wasn't really too much power creep with it, I guess. Yeah, these little bugs that keep flying around. Like, I swear, it's like every time when I try to talk, they're gonna end up going down my throat, and I already know that. But, yeah. And then you got Metal Fight Beyblade. Metal Fight Beyblade was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Especially around when, like the C-Chromes and stuff. That's where it got crazy. Not even gonna lie, like the C-Chromes having weight, truth be told, but that's where shit got crazy. I would say definitely with the C-Chromes, that's when it got crazy. Like, I don't know a lot about Metal Fight Beyblade like that, like the meta and stuff. I've seen the Metal Fight show, but I don't know a lot about the actual Beyblades in general. So I can't really tell you guys what are meta. I definitely know, like, Twisted Tempo is definitely meta. You had Diablo, that was definitely up there. Definitely the C-Chromes, because, like, them having more weight, especially with El Drago, coming in the fray. Like, you had a lot of blades that are definitely, like, really, really up there with, like, Metal Fight. And then, now you're looking at Beyblade X, and it's, like, it's wild, And also with Beyblade Burst. Beyblade Burst was cool. I would say the balance with Beyblade X, like, definitely around, because I can honestly tell you, truth be told, like, I didn't really start watching, like, Beyblade YouTubers, like, literally, I started watching them around the GT era, because that's when I had a phone, and that's when I started YouTube, and that's when I got into Beyblade, and that's when I started looking into, like, YouTubers and finding out there were actually YouTubers that were making Beyblade content, too. But, I can definitely tell you guys, single layers, dual layers, and definitely God layers were definitely balanced. Like Beyblade Burst alone were definitely balanced until, like GT, Super King, Dynamite Battle, DB, BU. It was wild, because, like, the Beyblades, they just kept getting heavier and heavier and heavier as each season goes along. You know what I mean? So, like, the Beyblade's getting bigger and stuff. It was wild, But I definitely think Beyblade Burst at the start of it, the balance were good, Like, the only reason why Beyblade, like, the stadium, especially, like, the Dynamite Stadium, like, you guys know how the Dynamite Stadium is for, like, Beyblade Burst. Like, it's definitely, like, the balance is definitely in there, It definitely made attack types really, really strong in that stadium. For it. But honestly, my opinion, how the balance was with Beyblade Burst competitively, the weight, man, and it literally shows with Beyblade X, because weight isn't everything. A lot of people get freaked out about it, just because with Beyblade X. Like, Beyblade X, it's balanced. It's 1-to-1. You already know they wanted to keep it balanced, and that's why I said, in my opinion, Beyblade X is probably, like, I guess, the balance. It's definitely the balanced season, out of all of them, truth be told. So you got, like, Burst, and my phone's running so damn low on battery. But, you talk about, like, Beyblade Burst, just had combos. You had layers like Drain Fafnir, and you had, like, Spriggan Requiem that was just, like, too damn OP, for that God reason and stuff. But, yeah, these little damn bugs. But, you know, like, it was up there. It was up there for sure. You know, obviously with the balance of things with Beyblade X, you know, the balance of Beyblade Burst, I mean, you know, like, you had layers like Drain, Fafnir, Pause Atomic. You had combos like Spring and Requiem, Zero, Bearing. Like, Bearing was insane, you guys. Especially, like, Beyblade parts like Bearing. You know, I think Destroy. Destroy was also good for attack. Like, you had combos like Extreme. Even Extreme still being, like, a good driver. Even from Beyblade Burst. So, like, there's just so many drivers and stuff. You know, it's wild. There's just so many to work with. You know, but I definitely think Chozy was definitely crazy. You know, these damn little bugs. They're literally microscopic bugs. They're literally fruit flies. They're so teeny they can literally just fly down your mouth. It's wild. It's fucking nuts. But obviously, the thing about Beyblade Burst was it was balanced. It was big time balanced until the end. I would honestly agree. Beyblade Burst, when it started off, the balance was great. You know, I would say until the end, truth be told. You know, and just because the Beyblades just kept getting bigger. The Beyblades kept getting bigger. They kept getting wider. The weight was like crazy with it. Like, you know, like you even see like the Super King Bays, especially with Super King. That's definitely where it was like at. And then with Beyblade Burst, they started banding a lot of parts. It was wild. You know, it was honestly really, really crazy because, you know, like you had combos like what is a good combo? Even like Guilty Longinus, you know, like Rage Longinus was definitely good. Like King Helios, like that blade. Oh my god. That blade being used for some attack parts, definitely in a major way, no doubt about it. You know, like Helios, like, you know, the Longinus blade, using it for some attack, even like Vanish being like a good combo as well, like a good blade to use. And then you got Dynamite Battle, and then it just went crazy from there, you know, like the weight, man. And it honestly shows that Beyblade X it doesn't matter about the weight. Beyblade X is balanced to where the point where we can have like combos like attack, you know, defense combos are definitely slept on in Beyblade X, truth be told, because they like I feel like defense types, they don't get a lot of love in Beyblade X, so like, you know, and I like how it's balanced, even with the X Stadium, you know, it's just balanced to where the point where we're not having like a lot of stall battles, you know what I mean? And that's one thing that I like about the standard stadium. You know, because one thing about Beyblade Burst was, like, the Beyblades just sit and just stall. Like, we had big-time stamina battles and stuff. But one thing I like about with Beyblade X, it's, like the bits and stuff. Like the extreme line, you know. Like, it makes it where it's fun and it's not super OP. You know, and that's definitely something that we had with Beyblade Burst. If you guys remember the LAD. LAD was crazy in Beyblade Burst. They took that shit to the next level. And, like, of course, Beyblade X still having LAD, but it's not as crazy like how it was with Beyblade Burst. Like, you had combos like Bearing. They haven't made a Bearing bit yet, and I just hope they just keep it balanced. They gotta keep this shit balanced, truth be told. They gotta keep it 1-to-1. Balance gotta be good, and like you already know, man. You already know in a major way, but it's just like, you know, like I mean, like I love the balance, and the balance with Beyblade X is really healthy. It's really healthy with it, you know, like even like blades like Phoenix Wing, Silver Wolf being used, Shark Scale being used, Pegasus being used, you know. Wizard Rod being used. What's another one? Hover Wyvern being used. Like, that thing's like a Hasbro exclusive Beyblade, man. And, like, it's shaped like a Pringle. Freaking Pringle chip. Because it's freaking Pringle, man. It's literally a fucking Pringle. You know, and literally just the shape of that alone, like, it's crazy. It's honestly crazy. You know, like, honestly, you know, like, Beyblade X is probably, I would say, the balanced season out of all the Beyblade generations, truth be told. Like, when Burst started off, it was pretty balanced. I would say, like, right until the end of it, because, like, they started banding shit, you know, that's when it got crazy, when tournaments start the banding stuff, like, we haven't really seen that with like Beyblade X until like Wizard Rod. They almost did it with Wizard Rod just because with Wizard Rod 960 ball was definitely the go-to combo. And then now seeing like Wizard Rod 160 hexa combos and stuff. Like I said, like you can take out Wizard Rod, like these Beyblades, like they're definitely not unbeatable. You can take them out, and it's shown by the Clock Mirage video. TT made a video. They talked about Clock Mirage and stuff. This was like 2 weeks ago. Clock Mirage is already out, but this was like 3 to 2 weeks ago. They made a video and they put it up against Cobalt Dragoon 560 Elevate, and I think Wizard Rod on 960. I think 960 ball, or like I think it was 960 ball, or like either Wizard Rod 960 Hexa, or one of them. But Clock Mirage took them all out. They took them out with the stamina. They took them out with the stamina with it. So, it shows, man, Clock Mirage is going to be good. Like, people sleep on Clock Mirage just because it's just super tall. Like, of course, like, Clock Mirage, they pay homage to, like, Twisted Tempo with it. Even with Tempo. Like, we've seen it with Tempo. Even back in Battle Fight. So, like, you already know just, like, how Beyblade X is going to be with this Bay. Is not going to play around. It's not going to play around. No. Oh, my mouth is dry. Oh, God, gotta go with it. Gotta go with this damn video, man. Like said, we'll do it live, man. But, my mouth is pretty dry, but we're still going with it and still pushing through. But, it's just like, with honestly this Tempo Beyblade, man, the Clock Mirage and stuff, I think it's going to be good. It's definitely going to be good, truth be told and stuff. Like, they're definitely finding ways to balance the game. Truth be told, a lot of people slept on Clock Mirage because, like, the shit's a motherfucking Brago! Freaking Brago! Freaking Brago with time. Like the whole thing with time and shit. Truth be told, man. But, like, come on, man. Clock Mirage, people be sleeping on it, man. It's just some Flame Bix's shit. And the way that they're balancing, this is why I like Beyblade X. Because they're balancing it. Even with Clock Mirage, and it shows it with it, because they don't want Clock Mirage to be too OP. Like we never had like too OP Beyblade X parts, like like Silver Wolf, of course. Like you're having your Silver Wolf, and even things with Silver Hunt. Like you already know that shit's gonna switch up the meta, and even like the new bays like Ipper Might, like the Metal Lock chips, like Valkyrie, even Valkyrie Blast being used on combos, man. Like, I can definitely see Valkyrie Blast being, like, a good combo. And even like the new, like, CX bays that are coming out, with it, and all that bunch of good stuff. And it's shown by Shark Scale, because, like, Shark Scale is a good-ass attacker, man. Like, you have bits like Elevate. Like, Elevate is just a good-ass bit, It's really good, this LAD. And, like, you even seen the video that it literally took down Cobalt Dragoon 560 Elevate when it faced it off against Clock Mirage. And it's literally, of course, it's like, it's like advertisement and stuff, because they don't want the Beyblade to lose and stuff. But they put it up against the strongest fucking combos. Truth be told, like people just sleeping on Clock Mirage for no reason, just because it's just, like, Flame Bixes and stuff. Like, hell nah, man. It literally just beat it on stamina. Like, go and watch the TT video, because it was crazy. Like, I definitely see Clock Mirage being used in meta, truth be told. Like you talk about meta with Beyblade X, it's just been a thing with it, because it's been crazy, with it. But honestly, with the balance of Beyblade X, it's been balanced, It's probably, I would say, the healthiest balanced game that we had yet. Like Beyblade Burst was balanced, but definitely towards the end, it definitely got crazy. But Beyblade X is definitely by far the balancest, season that we got. Like season 1, season 2, season 3, now going on season 3. It's gonna be insane, man. But I just hope they don't go like, like around like go over like 40 grams with the Beyblades, because the Beyblades, of course, CX is still young and stuff, and like they still got a lot of stuff to do with CX, but don't go around the 40-gram Beyblade mark, man. Like like 40 to 50 grams, and like I mean that's crazy. Truth be told, like they're definitely finding ways to balance it out. Like even with like Beyblades, like I guess Dram Brave, like they're still balancing the Beyblade system with it. These bugs, it's crazy. But yeah, you guys. But I guess that's gonna do it for this video. I guess just talking about the balance with Beyblade X and stuff. I don't know a lot about Beyblade meta like that. I wasn't really into like meta and all that, but I would figure just making a video just talking about my thoughts and opinions on the Beyblade meta with Beyblade X. Like I said, I would agree with Kimbo. It's definitely the balanced Beyblade X. It's definitely like the balanced gen that we've gotten so far. Like of course, because like they try not to make Clock Mirage OP. Like they give out standard ratchets. It's like the ratchets like 385, Metal M85, 455, like 450. Well, not 450 because that's a standard ratchet. Like ratchets like that. Those are standard ratchets. So, it's honestly just being used with like standard ratchets. So like 385, Metal M85, 455, and 965. Like those types of ratchets. Like they're definitely balancing the game. Truth be told, they're definitely finding ways to balance it out. This is one thing that I like about Beyblade X, because no Beyblade is OP. No Beyblade is OP with Beyblade X. Like they all have their standards, even with attack combos. Like it's shown by the Pringle. Like even like low rush combos and stuff. Like even like Phoenix Wing, like you still see Phoenix Wing till this day, man. Like Phoenix Wing was definitely one of the best attackers, and I definitely think Phoenix Wing will take over Shark Scale. Because Shark Scale is already good with his stock combo alone. So, but Phoenix Wing still being a good blade, Shark Scale being good, especially Pringle, using it for attack. I can definitely see Hover Wyvern definitely being in the meta for some time. How we got Wizard Rod. Wizard Rod was in the meta for like about a year. Like the Pringles Dragon's gonna take over, man. Truth be told, like Hasbro did that thing good. This is why I wanted Hasbro. Like I talked a little bit about with the Hasbro video that I did, but like switching it up, giving us like more modes and stuff. Like or more, I talked about it in the video, so you can go and check it out, man. But anyways, guys, I guess that's gonna do it for this video. I tried to gather my thoughts. I tried to keep it my general thoughts and stuff. I'm not really into like meta Beyblade like that, truth be told, but I'm keeping it up with it, and I seen how the shit goes, man. Like Beyblade X is the balance meta, truth be told. Like even the standard stadium, like there's no save points in that stadium, man. Compared to Beyblade Burst, it was crazy. With it, like I definitely think they kept the balance at the start of it, but definitely like GT Dynamite Battle, like. That's definitely where things, I would say, got crazy, with it. But Beyblade X, they're keeping it 1-to-1. Like I said, don't go over like 50 grams or, they want to keep it balanced. Keep it 1-to-1. Like with the weight and stuff. You don't want to see no power creep and stuff. And I know a lot of people's talking about the Emperor Might Beyblade, the whole thing with the power creep and shit, because they gave it a metal assist blade with it. And like we honestly seen blades like seen blades like Scorpion Sphere, we seen blades like I guess Servius Flame Wheel and stuff, even with wheel combos and stuff. So even just them doing like just doing like the like the metal assist blade that comes on the waffle Beyblade, that's definitely meta for sure, because like them having metal definitely I definitely think it'll definitely be up there with it, especially with the waffle Beyblade, because the waffle Beyblade's also dope as well with it. So You know, man, it's just like, you know, they're keeping it balanced, you guys. Like, truth be told, they're keeping it balanced. They're keeping it 1-to-1, and I just hope they keep it balanced going here on out, guys. But yeah, guys. But I know I keep dragging this out. My mouth is dried for some reason. But yeah, you definitely let me know your thoughts on this. Everyone has their opinion on it. I really wanted to make a Kimbo video how he did it, you know, with the balance and stuff, because I just thought it was cool just talking about my thoughts of the balance of Beyblade X. Like I said, Beyblade X is the healthiest balanced game. And of course, with like the Waffle Beyblade coming in, you know, like you got fucking, you know, the Solar Eclipse Beyblade using some combos for that. Like, it's gonna be insane, you know, with it, man. But I guess time will tell. Time will tell all. But just hope they keep the balance, truth be told. You know, we don't want to see any crazy shit. Like, just keep it motherfucking 40 fucking grams, bro. You know, don't give us no fucking power creep shit, truth be told. Because, like, you know, don't make the blades go over, like, 60 grams. Like, that's just way too much. But just, like, keeping it balanced. You know, like, you have blades like Wheel being used for defense. Like, it's just wild, you know. Like, I just love Beyblade X. The whole thing with the balance with it, they're definitely keeping it 1-to-1. You know, like, they're keeping it 1-to-1 with the weight, and I love it. You know, like, no power creep, no nothing. I guess, like, the limits is just 40 grams, truth be told. You know. But blades that will definitely break the metal, man. Like, truth be told, man. Like, the Waffle Beyblade. It's just a lot, guys. But anyways, guys, I don't want to drag out this video too long, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I tried my best with this video. You know, just talking about things with the balance of Beyblade X. But, yeah, guys. But anyways, guys, this is going to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to smash the cap down below. Let me know how I did. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe for some epic content because I upload daily. Make sure to ring that bell or crap change to notify whenever I upload a video, guys. But anyways, guys, next time it is your boy, Kimbo, signing off. See you later. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, stay awesome and go shoot. Well, let it rip. I'll be out of here, and I got some of my. But anyways, I'm out of here.